Shockwaves are hitting Anfield tonight after a brutal defeat has reignited one of the biggest questions in football. How long does a title-winning manager really get? A late collapse against Manchester United has pushed the pressure to boiling point, and now a former Liverpool star is breaking ranks with a warning that fans won't ignore. The dressing room doubts, the fan base split, and a future hanging in the balance. This story could define Liverpool's entire summer. If you want the real truth behind football's biggest stories before anyone else, hit subscribe now and stay ahead of the game. Liverpool will stick with Arne Slot this summer, despite the massive drop-off in results from his debut campaign, according to Didi Hamann. Liverpool were beaten 3-2 by Manchester United on Sunday to record their 18th defeat of the season in all competitions and heap more pressure onto Slot. Goals from Matheus Cunha and Benjamin Sesko saw the away side fall 2-0 behind before sloppy mistakes allowed Liverpool back into the game. Dominic Szoboszlai and Cody Gakpo brought it level at 2-2 before a poor clearance from Alexis McAllister allowed Kobbie Mainoo to fire in the winner. The result secured a first league double for United over their bitter rivals since 2015-16 and left Slot worried about his future. Liverpool sit fourth in the Premier League and should still qualify for next season's Champions League, but the stark contrast with their performances in the title-winning campaign are a real concern. Nevertheless, owners Fenway Sports Group are likely to stick by their manager, according to ex-Liverpool star Hamann. I've heard that Arne Slot will be there next season. I think there's a case to be made that maybe a change of manager should happen, or should have happened, he said.
But Liverpool have always been very loyal to their managers. He won the league last season, of course, so I think it's a decision I can live with, and I think most fans can live with, if they have a decent finish to the season. Then, obviously, you need to see what's happening in the summer, after the World Cup. With players going, obviously Andy Robertson leaving, Mohamed Salah leaving. But yeah, I think it's a decision that is understandable. For probably the first time in a long time, Liverpool fans are split. It's a very knowledgeable fan base, and Liverpool doesn't usually sack managers. That's obviously changed in the last 10 or 12 years, because the game has changed, and managers have to leave quicker than they did 20 or 25 years ago. But usually when the fan base turns, it's a matter of time before the manager has to go. Now, with Arne Slot, I think it's split because of what he's done last season. I think it's probably the first time in a long time that it's as split as it's ever been. Liverpool have now taken just 2 points from 24 in away games against sides in the top half of the Premier League. Their lack of intensity, a defining feature under Jurgen Klopp, is a particular worry. But like many supporters, Hamann is conflicted about whether change is needed. Speaking to toldnewbettingoffers.co.uk, Hamann added, "I think both camps have a case, but the club has to make a decision. And I think there's been so much uncertainty this year, I don't think there's any guarantee a new manager will change things." Obviously, there was a lot of talk about Xabi Alonso. I'm not sure whether he would be interested. I'm sure they would have asked him whether he would be if there was a change. I think the fan base is split, and that shows how tricky the situation is really, because the team is on paper an awful lot better than where they are at the moment. But obviously in football, you never know what's going to happen. But I think it's a decent end to the season if they do finish in the top 5 and go to Champions League football next season.